In this video, we are back on Chess Prince, and as I promised, after every video, every series, we will change the theme. Now, let's go on to the red theme. This is the grey theme actually, but the red pieces. Instead of playing as black, black are going to have red pieces. And you can see we have another sort of arrow on our medals. After today's series, at the end of the 10 puzzles we're going to do, we will have another arrow on our badge. Mate in 3, puzzle 51. So what should we play? Let's give check with our queen. If king moves, we can give check with our bishop, and the rook is forced to block. If the rook moves to g6, then bishop takes with e6, and that is checkmate. Let's give check with our pawn. e7 with our pawn. And now we can simply capture. And now, if we have captures, not captures, when we capture f7, the king is moved into a bad square, straight into our hands. Queen to h7 will be a checkmate. Mate in 3 moves, puzzle 53. Let's capture this pawn with our queen. Now we can move our bishop to f5 and give check. And now we can finish on discovery checkmate. Knight to b5. Mate in 3 moves, puzzle 54. Currently we are in check. So let's move. We can move to g1 with our king. And if king to g1, then simply we can swing our rook to b3 and give check. And now let's finish the game off with queen to a8. And that is a beautiful checkmate. 3 moves, puzzle 55. Let's move our rook to g3 to stop the king from escaping. Now, the rook has to go somewhere, so black sacrifice material. And that's an awful blunder in the position, because simply we can finish off the game with queen to g7, and that is checkmate. Mate in 3 moves, puzzle 56. Now, what do we do in this position? Let's try and give check with our rook. If king moves, we give a discovery with our bishop. And we finish the game like this. What a beautiful checkmate with our pieces. Let's move our queen to e7. Now we can bring our rook over to e6, sacrificing the rook, because this works. This will be a mate on the spot if we see captures. So you can't capture the rook on e6 because of this beautiful checkmate. Queen captures on e6, and this is checkmate. Mate in 3 moves, puzzle 58. Let's sacrifice our queen. Let's break open the position. What's a queen sacrifice? Now we bring our rook over to h3, and we simply with rook to h8, and that is checkmate. Mate in 3 moves, puzzle 59. Mate in 3, puzzle 59. Now we have to break open the king's position because the king is surrounded by 2 pawns, not very strong. We sacrifice our queen on a7, and now we can give a discovery, cutting off all the possible squares. And if so, we finish the game with a5, and that is checkmate. Our final puzzle of the day. Now, what should we do in this position? We can threaten checkmate by playing our knight, our bishop to g6. But then the knight covers this square. And then we simply give check. And this won't be a mate in 3. This will be a mate in 4. So we have to march our knight down the board. We threaten checkmate now. And can you see, we have another arrow to our badge. This means we have completed all the checkmates in 3. And our last arrow is going to be 4 series on checkmates in 4. We've completed 60 out of 100, 40 left, which will be 4 series on mate in 4, 10 per episode. And we're going to change the background for next episode. We're going to change to the dark theme. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video on Mate in 3, episode 3. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you soon.